So, in the half a century the Lord has blessed me to be on this planet, I have made many mistakes, and I've learned a lot from those same mistakes. I continue to learn because if you stop learning, my man, my lady, you stop living. Some of the life lessons that I've learned have encouraged others to learn as well. And one thing that I've learned is not to judge others, not to judge a book by its cover. I've also learned not to knock it till you try it. You also trust but verify. Try it yourself before you share your opinion. Try it yourself before you bash it. Try it yourself before you start giving it a bad name. You ever had that friend who badmouth someone or badmouth many people, and later you talk to that person they badmouth, and you learn they were actually the coolest person around? Or a movie many people may say suck, but when you go watch it, you actually enjoy it. Well, the moment I first heard that Netflix had paired up with Ubisoft and they were making a anime style in the likes of Splinter Cell, my first thought was, man, I'm sure they're going to make Sam Fisher gay or something crazy like that. They're going to make him weak, whatever. Then I started hearing about the characters in the series, and I heard that there was one ghetto female who would be replacing Sam. So I said, well, they have not learned their lessons yet. No wonder the company's going belly up. Oh well, there are plenty of other shows to watch. Plus, the fact that they haven't released a Splinter Cell game in such a long time, I pretty much lost my interest for the game. So I thought. So a few weeks ago, while I was just taking a well-deserved time away from work, I decided to stay in my room, turn on some Netflix, just watch some shows, and then, Splinter Cell popped up. Splinter Cell Deathwatch is the name of the series. If you haven't watched it on Netflix, I said, fuck it. And I hit play. Do you remember everything I said at the start of this video? All right, then. There may be some spoilers, so log off now, come back later after you saw the show. But if not, then let's get into this. It's going to get juicy in here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Gen Xer Show. And the show, the Splinter Cell show, starts with a guy saying he cannot get out or something along those lines. Then we see a Snake Eye looking character, Snake Eyes like in G.I. Joe Snake Eyes, walking into this building filled with some white guys, maybe Lithuanians, watching some soccer, smoking, and talking some poop. We learn that this character is being led by some redhead, who we later learn is Grim, and also in charge of the Fourth Echelon, a secret team under the direction of the President of the United States. Pretty cool so far, right? Yeah. We learned that the Splinter Cell agent that looks like Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe is Zinnia McKenna. It's actually a British black female who loses her mind and goes apeshit, killing all these Lithuanian, the guys, you know what I'm talking about. And then goes over to her partner / lover killer. That's how the story starts. The first glimpse of Sam Fisher, he kicks some tail when the men chasing McKenna show up at his place. In what appears to be Poland, Sam takes a beaten McKenna to a safe house in Gdansk, I don't know how to pronounce that place, somewhere overseas. Then another strong female boss, head of the private military company, who is arguing with a bunch of old men over renewing the company, wanting to renewable energy, and all this other stuff pops up. There is another female character that at first looks like a boy. She's hunting McKenna and Fisher. Fisher then takes down the hunters one by one. The funny thing is that the one who manages to wound him good is a little short hair boy looking female. That kind of, if anything, if you're going to say there was some wokeness in here, that was probably the extent of it, in my opinion. I don't know. So back to the female boss and her half-brother, because apparently there was a half-brother as well in the show, who are characters still in development at this point in the show. Grim recruits Thunder, some tall, dark-skinned, blonde-haired Canadian hacker. He calls Fisher by his alias, triggering them to move. McKenna is captured because she wants to avenge her boyfriend. She then gets revenge and shows how a girl boss does it. Fisher goes and meets with the big boss lady. Apparently, there's history between her dad and Fisher. Her dad was Douglas, an old friend of Sam's. Douglas goes rogue. Sam has to kill the guy. The little woman is on a Russian ship getting ready to commit a terrorist attack. Both Fisher and McKenna are en route to stop it. Zandadu is some sort of project on the island where Diana, the, boss lady, brings a bunch of politicians, a bunch of engineers, people with money, and her half-brother, who uses the ship to kill her and all of her guests. In the end, Sam Fisher pays the half-brother a visit, where he does the Splinter Cell thing. And then we wait for the next season. So with all that said, I watched the show. The people that you hear out there giving you, and I hate to say, because I do lean, and I do consider myself conservative, but people that keep saying that this is woke, that they're pushing an agenda, that this and that and the other, golly, sometimes, man, people just chill, relax. It's a show, just like I've been saying about Battlefield, guys going up in arms about women being in Battlefield. Oh my God, you guys just need to go out and get yourself a girlfriend or something. The show's good. The show is everything but ghetto, like people were trying to say. It's everything but girl bosses, like everybody was trying to say. This show was actually about Sam Fisher. I just kind of broke it down there, like I said, quick, video per se. But one thing that this show did make me do was go back and play Splinter Cell. So I had to go get it, purchase it, because I haven't had this game. I had it in the PlayStation 2 way back in the day, and I don't know what I did with that disc, and I don't know where my PlayStation 2's at either. I found my 360, but I can't find my PlayStation. Anyhow, I'm going to purchase the Xbox version, download it onto my Xbox Series X, and play it a little bit, as you can see in the background. Fun game. I miss it, actually. I wish they would have done a remake instead of doing all this other nonsense. Now, Ubisoft with their whole, Assassin's Creed Shadows woke nonsense. Now that, I will say, was stupid. The game's fun when you play it or whatever, but the storyline, come on. You didn't have that with this series, with the Sam Fisher part of it. And I was hoping, based on this series, they could probably come up with a game that would be awesome. A remake, something updated with the old Sam Fisher in it. I'm just saying, great storyline, great show. If you haven't watched it, I know I probably spoiled it for some of you, but if you don't care about that, go watch it. Go watch it for yourself. A lot of this will clear up. It'll make a lot of sense. Game is great. Show is great. Check it out for yourself. And let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Talk to you later.